Good morning. I was thinking today did another kind of a setback, did a bit of a plunge back into grief over my weekend, and it was a 4-day weekend, and I almost think that my mind thought, thank God, there's 4 solid days where I don't have to keep it together, and I just lost it. It was very, very, very sad, and but then I started reflecting about when I was like, when will I be healed? When will memories not be so painful? And I thought, well, like, just thinking back a couple months ago, like what would have happened? Like a plunge back into grief, like, might have been like, me staying in bed for that entire time. Not eating or anything like that, just not taking care of myself. And now, like, it was bad, but I did get out of the house. I did go on at least one adventure. There's a couple projects that, like, it's like these times where, like, you're just sad and just your brain doesn't work good. Like, it's a project that I was like, there's a couple projects I was trying to work on, and despite like feeling like, like things were awful this weekend, I sat down and stared at a couple projects, and one I was able to figure out. My thermostat was acting weird, and I couldn't figure out why, and finally I figured it out. I just stared at it, and eventually I'm like, my brain's like, oh, it goes like this. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, brain. Thanks for helping out. And then another project, I figured out why it was difficult. It was because for some reason, when they put together the parts in the factory, they drilled the holes in the wrong place. And I'm like, okay, that's why this isn't going together. But the takeaway from this is like, you got to keep trying. That I realize, I look back, it's like I'm not like dropping some great wisdom on you. I'm dropping some great wisdom from observing what has improved things from me to me. Like, as I felt really bad this weekend, and I suddenly realized, like, things are better because you don't stop trying. Like that your 4-day weekend did seem like a huge amount of time just feeling like you're full of grief and unable to, like, leave the house or function. But it also involved leaving the house, and it also involved, figuring out my thermostat and that project, and doing some cleaning and doing laundry and picking up my living room, so it's a place that, like, you could sit in and watch a movie, and like, things are just going to take the time they take. That's what I was asking myself, like, when will I be out of this dark cloud? When will, like, a sudden memory or finding something like Akila's food bowl, and I tried to hold on to it. I threw all this stuff out, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just hold on to this, and I had to throw it out. When will that not be such a big deal? And like, the answer's going to be, like, it's going to take time. It'll happen when it happens, and meanwhile, you have to keep trying. Like, I've got a short weekend, a short work week right now, and I was looking at my fishing map and seeing, like, some river access that I knew must have been in that area, but I didn't know where it was. And you look on the map and it's not clear, but on the fishing map, it's on the fishing map, because they're like, a regular map, they're not going to say, like, and if you park your car here, you could walk down to the river. Like, there's no reason to put that. But on a fishing map, there is. Like, that was my inspiration for buying that map. Is like, I think it's going to have secrets. Like, and it did. So that might be one of the things I do on my weekend, is just drive out there and see that access. Like, it's not going to be like a long drive, and it's not going to be a big hike, but it will be something. It'll be another step forward. What the world are they doing down there? Another step forward towards going out for a fishing trip, or going driving even further to go see a lake that's supposed to have good fishing and has like places where you could put a canoe in, and eventually put my canoe on the top of the car and drive it out there. And there's like tons of things like my canoe and my bikes and my camping gear, and I have a fishing pole, but like I could use it. I know it's not a very good one. Or driving to the coast and buying a crab pot and doing some crabbing. Like right now, those things sound like that's something you could just plan to do this weekend. Like, oh, this Saturday I'll drive out to the coast and do some crabbing. Because people do that all the time. But like when you feel like getting out of bed is difficult, that seems like almost like a miracle that you get in your car and drive out to go see a beautiful river and explore like a trail for a little bit, as far as you can. Because like, despite not having exercise and despite like losing weight, and despite the fact that I do exercise a lot, I feel tired all the time. And my brain quite often feels fuzzy. Simple things seem hard to figure out, and then like suddenly my brain will clear up and my energy level will increase, and suddenly like things seem simple, and I could do things that improve my life, and that I enjoy. Anyway, I guess that's the thing. It's like when I was asking myself, like, man, how long am I going to be suffering? How long am I going to be experiencing grief? And that's just the wrong place to put my mind and focus. My mind and focus should be on just keep trying. Try as hard. No, I'm not even like try as hard as you can, actually. Like, that's the whole thing of like just taking 5 minutes and walking to the corner and back. Like, that was a victory, even though it felt like, didn't feel like much. And it felt almost made me sad just to think that like that was difficult and I was able to do it. But that's what it took to get, a 10-minute walk in, and eventually more. So just keep trying.